Hello and welcome back to Chapel Chats, the show where we get to the core of who God is and who we are in God's world. We are continuing our series of interviewing people who have had close relationships and experienced promises from God. Well, today, from a basket in the river to the bottom of the Red Sea, some would say that's not a huge step up. Joining us this morning is a man who needs no introduction, unless, of course, he's speaking to Pharaoh, and then he lets his brother Aaron do all the talking. Please help me welcome Moses! Moses, welcome! Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, of course.
Well, Moses, as you may have heard, we are speaking with people who have experienced promises from God, and seeing as that you're here, I'm assuming you fit the bill. Is that fair to say?
That would be quite accurate, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your relationship with God?
Whoa, where should I start?
Well, at the beginning, preferably.
Beginning, okay. Well, so I was born to a Hebrew woman.
On Wednesday morning, afternoon, maybe it was nighttime, Thursday. It was actually on a Thursday. Is Aaron? Aaron?
Nope, Aaron's not with us. But I'm going to stop you right there because I'm sure this is a fascinating story, but I want to jump ahead just a little bit.
Yeah.
We have all heard the story of you being in a basket in the river, rescued by Pharaoh's daughter,
Yes.
And even famously when you told Pharaoh to let your people go. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. That must have taken a lot of courage to stand up to Pharaoh like that.
Wow. Yeah, it did. It did take a lot of courage, but let me tell you, it wasn't. It didn't take as much energy as it took to deal with the Hebrew people.
Well, what do you mean by that?
God had just given me the ability to part the Red Sea, right, and to get out of bondage, slavery, and all they can think about is going back to Egypt.
That had to be infuriating for you. But God did not abandon you. God was with you.
No, yeah, exactly. No matter how much they complained and gave me gripe, God just went one step further and gave us rules to live by so that we could all be closer to Him.
Wow, tell me all about it.
Well, it was a hot day like any other. That is how we got the 10 commandments.
My goodness, that was quite a story,
Yeah.
Moses. It was detailed, and I felt like I was there with you. I am no longer surprised that it took 40 days on the mountain with God to get those.
That's how long I was up there.
Well, Moses, thank you so much for coming all the way out here today, for sharing your very elaborate story with us. Is there anything, Moses, that you have, any words of wisdom about God and who God is that you can share with us?
Yes. Well, you see, no matter how we gripe, how much we complain, how much the Israelites just didn't really appreciate what God had done for them, God still went above and beyond to make sure that His people were fed, were satisfied, and were given shelter, ultimately. Yeah, He really loves us.
God does not abandon us. God continues to love us. Thank you so much, Moses.
Yes.
Now, if you are willing, I would love it. I'm going to put my cue cards down. If you could sign us off today, and after our little issue last week, I have come prepared. Moses, if you would just read from the tablet here.
God is with us everywhere we go. And each and every one of us is a beloved child of God.
Thank you so much, Moses. Folks, stay tuned for next week. We'll see you next time.